Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are hearing me loud and clear. Are you hearing me? Let me have a 111 on the chat box. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think we are good to go. We have 100 people on the call out of registered participants of about
500.
500 and
500.
About 520 registered participants. We can't wait indefinitely. We very much appreciate your time. So, you are welcome to this program on ACCA Data Analytics Certification Program. We are very, very much excited to welcome you, and with me on this call are Mrs. Adebola Odeyemi, the lead presenter. We also have Mr. Ebenezer Ibidapo Obe on the call. We have Mr. Agbenga Agbola all the way from US, and we'll be having one or two people who will be sharing experience if they are available. Azar Jayola is my name. I'm the chief consultant of AJ Silicon. I'm sure the name rings a bell with many of us when it comes to ICANN affairs and a past president. I also serve on the International Committee of International Federation of Accountants called Professional Accountancy Organizations Development Advisory Group of IFAC. I've been on that committee for 5 years now, serving our profession at the international level. In addition, I also belong to Project Oversight Committee of Pan-African Federation of Accountants. These are aside from my past services to the profession by way of being council member of accountancy bodies of West Africa, council member of Pan-African Federation of Accountants, council member of accountancy bodies in Nigeria, and so on and so forth. And when it comes to IT, AJ Silicon had been a trailblazer. And wherever we step, you can be sure and be guaranteed of good showing. We are the leaders in Africa when it comes to certified information system auditor training. And on quarterly basis, we have various batches that we train. We started this ACCA Data Analytics training not quite long ago, and we trained an organization, some participants from that organization, and we followed up with our first batch of trainees on ACCA Data Analytics program, which we concluded sometime last month. This is the second batch, and we have a good number to show for those that have passed this ACCA Data Analytics program. So it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to this program today, and let us all be welcome to this powerful journey of transformation the ACCA Data Analytics Certification Program, brought to you by AJ Silicon, your trusted partner in digital finance capacity building. This morning marks not just the start of a training program, but the beginning of a mindset shift, a shift from routine finance work to strategic, tech-driven insight generation that is now defining success in the global accounting and finance profession. The profession is transiting from just mere record keeping, okay, to strategic, tech-driven insight generation. So you cannot afford to just be there not doing anything to your skill set. Otherwise, you will be forgotten. Recall what happened to all typists of those days that did not transit to use of computers. They have been left behind. Whether you are an accountant, auditor, banker, student, or career switcher, your presence here today shows one thing: you are ready to grow. You are ready to lead. You are ready to earn more and become globally competitive. The world, like we all know, has become a global village. So wherever you are today, listening to us, please know that we should be mindful of the fact that we cannot afford to continue to depend on what we know by the time we are qualifying. There is strategic shift, and you must change. The world has changed. Data is now more valuable than oil. And the professionals who can interpret, visualize, and act on data are the new architects of value in the digital economy. The ACCA Data Analytics program equips you with exactly these tools. No fluff, just real practical income generating skills. We all know that ACCA is international, whether we like it or not. It is recognized all over the world. So, to move over the world, to move throughout the world, you need to equip yourself with certifications that will carry you, that everybody recognizes everywhere. At AJ Silicon, we are proud to have trained thousands of professionals across Nigeria and beyond. Many of them started right where you are today, curious, open-minded, and willing to embrace the future. Today, they are handling remote jobs, consulting for multinational firms, and adding value in their organizations like never before. Must you, as a chartered accountant, with all opportunities at your disposal, join crop of people that are permanent complainants against government? There's enough opportunity for you as a private person to package yourself and land global opportunities. That is the solution. Don't depend on any government. You have the skill as a chartered accountant to be able to develop yourself. What is required with most of these certifications is not up to 20-30% of the energy of the resources that you deployed into passing your ICANN exam. So, what is the problem? Change of mindset. Should thank your God Almighty for directing you to be part of this program today. This program will expose you to data models, analytic tools, real-world case studies, and frameworks that align with law finance, how finance is evolving globally. But more than that, it will challenge you to think differently, act boldly, and position yourself for high-value opportunities. I urge you to be fully present, ask questions, engage with facilitators, collaborate with your peers when you join the program. What you put in will determine what you get out. And trust me, the rewards are worth it. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me spend a few minutes to expatiate on the benefits of this data analytic program. We are going to give you a copy of this address that I've just read, and also this PowerPoint presentation. So you can see on the screen 10 powerful benefits of this certification. So it's globally recognized qualification. Gain a certificate issued by ACCA UK, recognized and respected by employers across all over the world. We are going to have 2 certificates for this program. The first is the certificate of attendance of this program to be issued by ACCA Silicon. That already enriches your profile that you have even attended this program. This program is not packaged by ACCA Silicon. It is ACCA program. And when you attend the program and you register and pay for the examination directly, you are going to pay to ACCA through us for heavy discount reasons and sit for the exam. When you sit for the ACCA exam and you pass, your certificate will be issued by ACCA. So those are the 2 certificates. One is certificate of attendance to be provided by ACCA Silicon, and the second one, when you sit for the exam and you pass, ACCA will issue a certificate to you. Number 2, improve job prospects and marketability. That you are having this international certificate means that you can scout for jobs all over the world. So access to remote and international work. So you have higher earning potential. You know, getting work internationally means that earning dollars and other uh, foreign foreign exchange and other foreign uh, currencies. So there's cross industry flexibility, reputation for innovation and leadership, hands-on practical learning, no tech background is required. Please, you don't have to have higher technical skills at all. And there is ongoing mentorship and support. We are going to give you this presentation because we do not have much time on our hand. We are very conscious of the time. And please, once again, I'm very pleased to welcome you to a journey that will not just equip you for the future, but one that will empower you to create it. Let us begin the transformation. My colleague, Mrs. Adebola Odeyemi, is going to take on the platform now. And let me just quickly do a quick introduction. Mrs. Adebola A. Odeyemi is a business consultant and data strategy facilitator. She is a seasoned chartered accountant, certified management consultant, and data and AI strategist with over a decade of experience driving digital transformation across finance, business, and public sector ecosystems. As the lead consultant at GEM 3A Solutions and a key faculty member at ACCA Silicon, she bridges the gap between financial acumen and emerging technologies, empowering professionals for the digital economy. A fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, Adebola holds specialized certifications in data analytics, artificial intelligence, and cybersecurity. She has trained hundreds of financial professionals across Africa on leveraging data-driven insights for improved decision-making, operational efficiency, and business growth. Her teaching style combines technical depth with practical relevance, grounded in real-world business scenarios, regulatory expectations, and forward-thinking strategy. She's also a passionate mentor, the founder of CARE Mentorship, and a recognized contributor on platforms like the Tony Elumelu Foundation and Mentor Network. Through her work, Adebola continues to shape the next generation of finance professionals, equipping them with the digital intelligence, ethical mindset, and analytical confidence in today's data-driven world. So I commend you to Mrs. Adebola Odeyemi. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. And I hope you can hear me. I hope I'm audible. Okay. It's my pleasure to be here this morning to facilitate this section of the ACCA orientation program. I decided to show my face briefly, hopefully that the network will be stable. But if you see me switch off my video, that has to do with the internet. So I would like to share my screen now so that we can get started. Please confirm that you can see my screen.
Yes, please.
See me, I was just talking about network and they decided to test me. So my video will be off so that we can have a smooth connection. So please confirm that you can see my screen now.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, I would just want to get started into the program.
Message.
So we themed this particular orientation, empowering accountants with data analytics, your pathway to excellence, or let me say global excellence, right? And so this is to give you an awareness into what ACCA Data Analytics is all about and how it can benefit you. So objective of the session. So this is to help you understand the certification, the structure, and the skills that it provides you, right? Also, we highlight to you the importance in accounting, the importance of ACCA Data Analytics in accounting. And this is something that is very critical for us to know because we have evolved from the traditional accountant, as it were, to now being a data-driven accountant, right? So you don't just want to do or deliver financial reports, P&L, and all of those things. You want to give them the reason why it's a profit or the reason why it's a loss or the reason why the business is doing well or not doing well, right? So data analytics is critical for informed decision making and also for our own professional relevance, right? Then also for us to be able to embrace the emerging and evolving world of data analytics, as it were, because it's now like a transformative skill. It is both hard and soft because of all of the curriculum and everything that is being embedded into the course, right? So that is our objective for today, and we'll hope to meet you at that very point. So what's the power? The power of data in accounting. I'm sure we all know data is like information. What we are in this room and we are maybe, I can't see the actual number now. Maybe we're over 100. That is an information. But by the time we put all of the statistics together, it becomes data. So for us to know and understand the power of data in accounting, ACCA Data Analytics has come to that rescue or for us to have that understanding. So it will help us, it will transform our role as accountants, right? Then secondly, it's going to revolutionize financial analysis, as it were. So it's no longer what the traditional analysis that we usually do as accountants. It has evolved, and there are a lot of changes. There are a lot of tools that are being used to make it make more sense to the stakeholders and even to the clients that we are working for. Then also it enhances audit processes because you're not just looking through all of the documents, you are looking through them and you are trying to ask salient questions. Why is this so? And you're asking data-driven questions that will help you to uncover things that you would not ordinarily see on the surface of that analysis on the surface of that audit. Then it also empowers you for strategic decision making. So why do we need to expand the business? Why do we need to get this equipment? We have strong financial facts and figures that will help us to make that decision, and which will be very strategic in the sense that is fundamental to the success of the organization or the business or the client, as the case may be. Then because there's a global demand for data savvy accountants. So it is not traditional accountant. And many of us, we were nursing the fear that, oh, AI is going to take away my job and all of these things. With ACCA Data Analytics, AI is not taking your job. Rather, it's empowering you to replace anyone that AI might be replacing, right? So let's move. Let me make it, let me increase it so that we can see it better. Okay, so why ACCA Data Analytics? Alaji has spoken to some of these things, but I'm just going to run through them. So number one, why data analytics, ACCA Data Analytics Certification is because it's a globally recognized credential that is tailored for accountants. This is totally different from the normal ACCA accounting certificates that you have. This is specifically for accountants that are intentional about their journey as a professional. This also equips you as participants with practical tools and equipment and techniques that you need to know so that you can be well equipped in that job role that you're doing. Then it also enhances employability and credibility. Yes, so imagine an accountant, let's say like a financial accountant, having ACCA Data Analytics, and you don't just have the certification, you also understand what it means to be certified, to be a certified data analyst, right? And so because you have that understanding, you can be able to dictate or negotiate a better pay for yourself. You can be able to know when you are in a status quo, or when you need to move forward, or when you need to request for some changes in the organization or in the department that you work with. And that would definitely give you some level of credibility. Then also it positions you for leadership position in digital first world. Digital first world is more like saying it's data driven. So for everything we do now, we're always backing up with facts and figures, 70%, 100%, and all of those things. So as professional, by the time you are giving your report, or you are making a decision, or you are advising your clients, you're not just advising them on a normal paper basis or on a normal bank statement basis. You are giving them facts and figures to support your claim, and that gives you an edge above your competitors or peer or colleagues as it were. So future of accounting is data driven, and I don't think we need to repeat this. This is self-explanatory. The future is data driven. The future of accounting, and not only the future of accounting, the future of the world is data driven. But now, narrowing it down to accountants, we're talking about the fact that automation and analytics is transforming the accounting profession. There's huge demand for accountants now who can interpret complex data. And you know, when we're talking about the interpretation of this data, at times you may look at it and like, okay, because the company has been reporting loss in the last 3 years, then it's safe to say that they should close up. No, that might not be the case. So by the time you now drill down to other qualitative and non-qualitative data or information, then you will now be able to say, okay, no, this is what we need to do. And so there is demand for such accountants, data-driven accountants that are able to interpret complex data using AI tools, artificial intelligence tools, using digital tools. And the certification also provides you for global opportunity. I think I mentioned that before. So what are the key features of the certification? Overview, we talk about CRIPS DM, that's the cross-industry frameworks for data. Then we have data visualization, big data. You get to understand what big data is and how it's related to your role as an accountant or to your position. Then you also understand predictive analytics, right? Then also we look at practical application and case studies across different industries and sectors. Then for the format and the duration is usually online. Oh, I think I'll talk about that towards the end. Let's just move. So career boosts, elevated career pathways. That is, you are able to transition to high value strategic role, right? Skill set enhancements. You now have competitive edge in the global market. So you are not limited to working in Nigerian company. You can apply for jobs in Canada, in US, in UK, and the likes, because you have an edge above other accountants, right? Then also there is higher earning potential. Like I mentioned before, because you already know your worth, you know the edge you have above other contemporaries, you are able to dictate and ask for premium for whatever service that you are rendering. And also bear it in mind that these tools or the skills that are being taught in this ACCA data analytics, they are digital transforming. It helps you to move from level, I would not say level 0. So let's say you're level 30, let's 30 in terms of percentage now, and you're able to move to maybe 80 or 90, depending on your intention, right? Because there are even a lot of people that will have this certification and still be feeling clueless. But if you approach it with so much level of intentionality about why you need it, so you need to ask yourself, why do I need it? So if it's for you, is for higher earning potentials, you have it, right? But for you, if it's that you want to be an authority in your industry, or you want to be an authority in the company that you work for, or in the business that you manage, then ACCA Data Analytics got you. Then leadership opportunities, you get opportunity to be promoted to CFO, depending on the level, the current level that you are. And you also get to be able to use and understand other business intelligence tools that will make you to be seen as one. Then global mobility. So you can be in Nigeria and still be earning in dollars, in pounds, and the likes, because it's a globally recognized certificate. And it's not only for ACCA certified accountants. It is as long as you are a professional, even if you are an ordinary accountant, right? And you take your time to go through this course, you will definitely have an edge even over the chartered accountant. Yes. So practical use cases for chartered accountants, auditing. You're able to use it to spot anomalies and spot it even in real time. Fraud and inefficiencies. I'm tempted to go into details, but it's just to briefly explain what the course is all about. Then also for taxation, you are able to optimize compliance with predictive models that you can plug and play, models that you can give input, and you get results that will show you that, okay, no, this is what we need to do. No, in the next 3 years, if we continue like this, we might be at the mercy of the tax authority and the likes. Then financial forecasting. You're able to anticipate revenue streams and expenses, because you know that, okay, if we continue like this in the next in 3 months time, or because you have seen the traction, you have seen the projection, how the revenue or the expenses, as it were, has increased over time. You're able to forecast even into the foreseeable future, and there is high tendency that at least you would have, let me say, on average of 50% accuracy if all things are done accurately. Then risk management, proactive identification and mitigation of risk, because you have better understanding of the business data, you have better understanding of the business model, then you also understand data as it relates to that business, and thereby you are able to understand the risk, identify the risk even before it actually happens. Then also strategic business advisory, because again, the course is data driven. It focuses on data, the power of data. You are not just giving a random recommendation for your stakeholders. You are giving them data that is backed up with facts and figures that they can also verify. And this will give you an edge, right? So opportunities, job opportunities, there's physical job opportunities where you might have to relocate. For those that want to japa, this is a good certification for you for that purpose. Or if you don't want to japa, if you want to remain here, you can also be here and still be earning in dollars, right? Then, so physical jobs for the local market, the data analyst role, And it's not someone. I was speaking with someone yesterday, and she said, data analyst is getting overrated. And I said, no, it can never be overrated except you don't know what you're doing. As much as data analyst or analysis courses are almost everywhere, you want to approach yours with a difference or with intentions, right? You want to carve a niche for yourself. Maybe the industry, if you are in the hospitality space or in the let me say in the telecom space, you want to understand it to the core, like knowing it well, not knowing it beyond the face value of being called a data analyst, right? To being called, let's say, like a data strategist. So there's business intelligence specialists, there's audit specialists, there is audit analysts, and companies that demand that more, not limited to all of these ones, right? We have Access Bank, MTN Nigeria, PwC, they hire data experts. If not for time, I would have taken us to the web browser so that we can see the huge demand for all of these jobs. Then remote opportunities. There are freelance platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, TopTal. They demand for data analysts almost every day. There are companies there are startup companies that are being set up that they don't want to take the pain of having to deal with data and all the peculiarities, that they just want to get a remote person to work on that aspect. So you see jobs like remote data analyst at XYZ. That's just like an example. And also, there are tools that will make you stand out even on this space. So it's not enough that you have the certification as a data analyst, ACCA data analyst. You also want to optimize, leverage LinkedIn optimization, strategies and tools that will help you to be seen. There are a lot of that on the LinkedIn space. So some of us just use LinkedIn just to register your presence. No, it has gone beyond that. Then there's also GitHub portfolio, where you set up your profile and people get to go there to confirm all of the things that you've done. The relocation, the jackpot syndrome, like we know. Canada Express entry, is still working and is still ongoing. The UK skilled workers visa is still good. And we also have the global talent, which is something that is really buzzing in the UK now. There are a lot of people that are relocating to UK via this global talent opportunity, and it's basically going through the route of data analyst or maybe project or product management, software backend, and all of those things. But for us, because you don't want to be saddled with that responsibility of learning how to code, we want to take this course and take it seriously. So certification pathway is just for you to register with ACCA Silicon, and you get some percentage of the normal fee that is being charged. We'll get to talk about that later. But be registering for the training with us. You have access to study materials that will help, that you can always leverage on afterwards for more informed understanding. Then you learn through interactive modules, which we have. And also, if you register with ACCA, I mean, if you register for the exam as it were, you also get to go through the modules as they already have it. Then in the class, we have practical project and assessments that you get to do, and ultimately you earn the certification. I think I mentioned this global recognition too. Accounting edge. So why accountant excel in analytics? We have the foundation already. The strong analytical and ethical foundation that we have been given when we were running through the ICANN professional examination. And also because we have basic understanding, right, of some of the financial tools that we can use. Now, ACCA is now leveraging data-driven tools, digital tools, artificial intelligence tools that we will now understand or be exposed to, that now gives you that edge above an ordinary data analyst who does not have finance background. Then there's also the integration of this analytics with core accounting, right? Like I mentioned earlier on, there is audit specialist, there is staff specialist, even as it relates to data analyst. There is HR analyst. That goes beyond the ordinary HR person that is in charge of recruiting staffs and all of those things. Why, if you're having high staff turnover, why are they leaving? It's backed by facts and figures or data, as it were. So combining data analytics with improved decision making, enhanced reporting, and also strategic business insights. There's no way I'll talk about those things without taking our time, but I hope. So integrating analytics now with core accounting. I still have it here. I also have it on this. So it helps us to achieve some professional excellence in the sense that I think I've mentioned this. Let's move. Let's move. Someone is inscribing on my screen. So now data analytics beyond finance professionals. This is what I was trying to talk about earlier on. There are a lot of industries. In fact, there is no industry that has not benefited from data analytics. A good example is the health sector. You know, now we have telemedicine. You don't need to go to the hospital before you can be well. Let me make give caveat so even though I don't know so much about this, but I think that it's happening in some parts of Nigeria. If I'm even in Lagos, right? Because I reside in Lagos. So where there are predictive patient care and resource allocation. So the telemedicine is you just log in online, explain whatever it is that you're going through or what ailment you are having, the system or the AI machine diagnose you or ask you to run some tests or take you through some diagnostic questions, and at the end would tell you, okay, this is what you have, then take all of this medication. Might just refer you to another clinic where you get to run some physical tests as its way. But it has gone beyond ordinary hospital or ordinary healthcare center. So there is now predictive patient care and resource allocation. So imagine if a company or an hospital rather keeps having diabetes patients, despite the fact that they knew that at one time they used to be like the go-to hospital for curing diabetes, and they now realize that all of a sudden all of the admitted patients that have been discharged are still coming back for one complaint or the other. With data analytics, they will be able to understand why that patients or those patients are not cured at the very first instance, and they will be able to know what to do. So that is like employing predictive analytics into that aspect. Then they also get to use it to manage their resources appropriately and efficiently. Then retail, inventory management and personalized marketing. You go online that you want to buy an item, maybe you're visiting that website for the first time. You will do all sorts, go through different products. Maybe eventually you decide to pick books. So let's assume it's like Amazon, and you pick a particular book. And okay, you now realize that, okay, this is disruptive thinking. I've been looking for this book. You join like 3 or 4 books together. At the end of the day, by the time you are visiting that site again, they're just going to recommend for you based on what you have done the last time or based on your history during your last visit. So that is personalized marketing. And so you might be surprised that they are now sending you emails that is related to your past consumption and consumer interests, right? Or your history. Based on your history, they now get to give you some marketing, and you'll be surprised. How did they get to know I need this? Or why are they sending me this? It's due to analytics. Then also for inventory management, you are able to use artificial intelligence tools, predictive analytics to understand how to manage your inventory to avoid running out of stock or overstocking. Then for manufacturing, supply chain optimization, knowing when suppliers need to supply, when product is almost running out, how to manage all of those end-to-end process. Then even for education, student performance tracking. So you're not just looking at the grade 1 to 7 or 5 to say, okay, this is how they performed. We are able to see why are they performing, like, why is this brilliant student doing poorly now? It might be to a lot of factors that transcend beyond brilliancy, right? So then universal application, fraud detection, operational efficiency, business growth across all sectors. So deployment of data analytics. we will not be able to. So I'm just going to explain this, right? So we have budgeting. So we can use data analytics to forecast expenses and revenues. If you register, you get to understand all of this more. We get to look into practical business scenarios on how to use historical data and predictive models for budgeting. Oh, sorry, something is disrupting my screen. Okay, so we also have audit processes, identifying anomalies and trends using data visualization tools. Fraud detection, utilizing predictive analytics to highlight risk and prevent fraud. So with the predictive analytics, having said all and done all, you'll be able to know, okay, this risk is, there's something called alert triggers. Under predictive analytics, you'll be able to know that, okay, this is like at the preliminary stage. So before it eventually become a full-blown fraud, you would have known by utilizing predictive analytics. Then also performance metrics. Because of data visualization with the use of Power BI or Tableau, you are able to visualize your key performance indicators for actionable insights, right? To know that, okay, this is what we need to do. The sales is dropping and it's been dropping in the last 3 months, in the last 3 years. What do we need to do? You can see that from a snapshot, from a visual snapshot, and you'll be able to take actions rather than waiting for a traditional event to happen before knowing that something is actually wrong. So why do you need ACCA data analytics? Data-driven decision making. I think I'm repeating some things, but it's fine. So modern finance, we are in the modern finance. We can see we're in the era of modern accounting. So we rely heavily on analytics for forecasting, risk management, and financial planning. So this certificate will actually equip you as a professional with the tools that will help you to harness the power of data effectively and also efficiently. Then also it bridge the gap between traditional financial roles and also emerging data-driven practices. I see some of the things I've said before coming again, but it's fine. So certifications will help you as professionals to prepare for roles like the financial data analyst, the internal auditor, risk analyst. You can Google some of these things if you feel like, okay, is it really true? Google some of these things and ask, do I really need to have data analyst certification to carve a niche for myself in this space? Financial management. So now you would even realize that for the new job opportunities that are out there, they keep mentioning data. And it's not like the data they're talking about is just like the normal traditional P&L or financial reports as it were. They are asking for information that transcend beyond the paperwork or the traditional reports that we prepare, right? That is what the certification will help you prepare for. Then also because there is huge global demand for professionals with data analytics skills. So let me run through the prerequisites for this course. Number one is the fact that you must be proficient in Microsoft Excel. So if for whatever reason you are a beginner, like a start beginner in Microsoft Excel, you might want to take a refresher course. And I think Alaji will speak to that before we finish. So you need to have, let me say, average to intermediate level of experience or expertise in Microsoft Excel. That is, you must be able to work with formulas, pivot table, data visualization to have the basic understanding of all of these things. Then secondly, your interest, you must have interest. Why is this figure like this? Or why are we getting negative? Or why is this company always at loss? Or why are we running ads and we are not getting results? Despite the fact that we have run survey, we have pushed out questionnaires and all of those things. If you have a curious mind, then you want to give ACCA Data Analytics a thought, right? So because it will actually boost your interest in data analytics to a very large extent. So if you are someone that you like to work with figures, someone your subordinate is bringing a report or an assignment to you, and you're asking questions that goes beyond what you can see, and that means you are curious to interpret, and you want to know more, or you want to be able to give your stakeholders more informed business insights concerning whatever issue may be at hand. Then professional experience, this is optional, but again, because this course is highly targeted for finance professionals, like I said, ACCA, they realize that the world has evolved beyond where it is right now. It has gone beyond traditional accounting. So for every role that you as a finance professional will feel, you need to understand why data. You need to understand the power of data. Why is this so? We'll get to look at that, all of that under the cribs here. So you need to have like a prior experience in finance, though it is optional, like I said. Prior experience in finance, accounting, and auditing role. You know, if you don't have understanding or if you have little experience, it's fine. But it's just that if you have it or you know it, it gives you an edge above others. But this number 4 should have even been number 1, commitment to learning, because you cannot get everything in the classroom. You need to be intentional. You need to be ready to dedicate time to training. You need to be able to dedicate time to practical application. You need to spend more time, go through all of these things, because the classroom will never give you everything that you need. But with research, with your lifelong commitment to learning and learning with intention, you know, you don't want to just have the certificate for having sake. You want to speak in another event and let them know that, oh, who are you? What is your job? Or where do you work? Or what is your job role? Or what do you do? You know, and you are giving that feedback with informed response. Then this one is critical. Access to a laptop and reliable network. Because based on the last quotes, a lot of people keep coming with excuses of, can I use my phone? I'm not able to see with my phone, or my internet is bad, and all of those things. There will be a lot of hands-on activities and live sessions. So it's important that you have a good laptop and have reliable internet. So this is what the certificate looks like. It's just like a badge. I hope that maybe soon, or if it's not happening, we'll be able to, ACCA will be able to send us like a lapel pin in this, with this logo. So this is what the badge looks like. So future-proof your career with ACCA Data Analytics so that you can have an edge above others. So I know this is the moment many of us have been waiting for. How much? How much? How much? So early bird is 125,000 and it ends July 19. We're always looking forward to a sizable number of students to get started. The standard is 150K, but if you are able to register now, you get to pay 125,000. The training begins July 26th, a month from now on, and it's virtual via Zoom, just like the way we are having this orientation program now. You will receive a copy of the slides, presentation slides, so that you can be able to access any information that you need from there. So for the registration, like I said, there are 2 payments. The first one I mentioned is the training fees. Then now the other one is your registration with ACCA, so that you are recognized as a student or as a participant. So direct payment to ACCA account details is £100, right? And it's been like that since inception. So you get to pay your full money and you handle your registration by yourself, which you can do on your own without recourse to AJ Silicon. But if you want AJ Silicon to handle the registration for you, you are opportune to enjoy a 40% discount. And this we do in a batch of 25 candidates. If you pay to AJ Silicon, you get to enjoy 40% discount because of the business relationship between ACCA and AJ Silicon. And this fee, 60%, I'm sorry, 60 pounds will vary because we have a fluctuating exchange rate for all of our foreign currency. So this fee will be, I think, Alaji will speak to it, though I think the last batch that was conducted paid 120,000 or thereabouts. So I'm not so sure, but yeah, I think it was 120,000. But it's not static. We started with 106 when we started the first batch, and now it was at the point it was 117, and now I think it's around that 120,000. So you may want to register ahead of time, but the program is for a year. When you register now, so you register July 1st, 2025, your registration and everything expires after a year. So you want to make sure that within that 12 months, you register and you sit for your exam. You have 3 attempts to write the exam and pass. If after the first attempt, and in fact, I've not even seen, for all the people that we have trained so far, majority of them get to pass at 1 attempt. So you have that assurance of passing at 1 attempt, provided you follow the prerequisites that I highlighted before now. So the training schedule is for 6 weekends, Saturdays only, and 6 hours. That's from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. every Saturday. You have a 30 minutes break, which we can break down into, let's say, 15 minutes break session, depending. And there are times we just want to take the whole 30 minutes at the end of the program or in between. It depends. It's usually flexible and it depends on the training participants. So I would like to leave you with this word. Great things never come from comfort zones. So you need to take the first step today by enrolling for this ACCA Data Analytics training with AJ Silicon and commit to continuous learning. Thank you for listening to me. Yeah.
Thank you, Mrs. Adebola Odeyemi. I hope you are all hearing me. Can I have a response? 111. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very
I can
much
hear
for
you,
that.
sir.
Okay, thank you very much for that brilliant presentation, which is very, very, very clear. And I believe we've all gotten the message. Now, what is the frequency of the exam? How do we proceed? After registration for training with AJ Silicon, and you wish to sit for the exam, what you do, you have 2 options. You either pay directly to ACCA, which is £100. If, for instance, you want to register for the exam today, you go to AJ Silicon, you are supposed to pay £100. Let's assume the black market rate today is 2,100. So that's about 210,000 naira. But in AJ Silicon, because of our relationship with ACCA, what they do is usually to give us discount, provided that we are coming with a batch of not less than 25 participants. Not less than 25 participants at a go in a particular month. So for June, for instance, if we are able to have 25 participants, who are able to pay, then the rate is going to be 117,000 naira. That is the June rate, as against 211,000 naira if you go directly to ACCA. So it pays you better, provided you are a student of AJ Silicon. So you need to register with AJ Silicon to be able to enjoy that. Now, if you pay to AJ Silicon, from the date we pay for the 25 people, you know, not everybody will pay the same day. So we have to gather the money together from the date we pay to ACCA and they acknowledge receipt. That your payment is going to last for 1 year. That is, within that 1 year, you are expected to have sat for the exam. Exam is individualized. That is, it is not in batches. When you are ready to sit for the exam, provided you have paid, you just notify them and it is online. You already gotten your ticket from AJ Silicon and you are ready to sit for your exam. So there's no more waste of time. If, for instance, you pay to AJ Silicon pays directly to ACCA, they will communicate with us, they have received the payment, and we will ask you to register. As soon as you register, you are good to do the exam anytime you like between that time and a period of 1 year. What is the other big advantage that you have? It is not a question of pay once, do the exam once, and if you don't make it, that's the end of the story. You have opportunity to sit 3 times without any additional payment. So if you miss it the first time, you have an opportunity to sit again at any time of your choice before 1 year expires. So 3 attempts is possible. Okay? What is the frequency of our classes? This class is going to start July 20, July what? July 26, and is going to hold for 6 Saturdays. Our usual practice was Saturdays and Sundays. For this particular batch, we are having 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. every Saturday. We are leaving your Sundays free to you to be able to do whatever you like. To also assist you in preparation and so on and so forth. So there will be break because of the long hours. There will be 2 breaks, and we are going to manage it successfully. So 6 hours, please bear in mind that in AJ Silicon, we do not give recording of our classes. I repeat, we do not give recording of our classes. Please, we all know that as soon as you give out recordings, nobody will come again thereafter. So we do not give recording of our classes. We give you, ACCA has its own platform from which you have opportunity of their preparatory materials. In addition to that, we also will give you PowerPoint presentation of our facilitators. In addition to that, we are going to give you question and answers, which we have developed for you to practice not less than 250 question and answers, which you are going to use to practice for the exam. Now, please, before you sit for the exam, there's one essential element of this program. How good are you on the use of Excel? How good are you on the use of Excel? For those of us that are used to Excel, use of Excel application, you know that you need at least minimum of 4 weekends if you are a beginner to learn Excel thoroughly. So to be able to pass, you need a special classes on Excel. If you know you are not good enough, you should know your capabilities. So be assured that you are not likely to pass if your Excel is not good. So if you really want to pass this exam, you need to attend special classes which ACCA Silicon is ready to run at extra cost outside this particular engagement. What we are charging you for now is purely for this certification program. If you need classes on Excel, you need to register for that separately. And provided we have enough people who show sufficient interest, because a lot of people, they do not appreciate their limitation. But if you know that you need extra classes, we are willing to run provided we have sufficient people. Now, you need to make up your mind. Is it worth your while? We all know the different backgrounds from which we went into accounting. I read chemistry, for instance. In those days, when I started in 1977, it was unheard of that people in disciplines other than accounting were going into accounting. I was one of the few that blazed the trail. I was ready to learn from beginning because I was determined to pass it. So I did it. I won first merit position in my final exam. In the intermediate then, I had a prize in auditing. So make up your mind. Do you want to pass this exam? If you want, then you should be prepared to give it what it takes. So for those of us that are ready, please don't waste time. Early bird, 125,000. The regular fee is 150,000. And I repeat, no, you require, we are going to do pre-assessment class on the use of Excel and other small other applications that may be necessary for you to assess your skill. But it is good for you to be prepared. Make up your mind. Do you want this certification? Then you should be prepared to give it what it takes. On that note, I open the floor for questions. Please raise up your hand and what? What are Okay, let me attend to some of the WhatsApp questions already on the platform. The first is, will ACCA MCP credit apply to the orientation? No, no ICANN MCP credit for the orientation. Application by tuition houses to ICANN costs 300,000 naira. 300,000 naira to obtain ICANN MCP credit hours. If you know how much we have deployed in sending SMS, in sending emails to you to attend this program, you will be dressed. I am telling you, we spent almost 1 million naira to mobilize the participants that you are seeing today. And this is first batch. The second batch, we are going to spend almost the same thing. We send messages to over 30, 40,000 accountants. Many of you know how many times we receive their messages. It all costs money. But for the program itself, we are going to pay the 300,000 naira. We have not been doing it before, but for this one, I've just decided that we pay 300,000 naira to ICANN for MCP credit hours for the main exam, not for orientation, no, for the main one. Can we get the slides? Everybody that attended this program, and also all those that registered, about 520 something people that registered. We are going to send this presentation and the recording of this orientation. We are going to send it. I have said we are not going to do any recording of the main program itself. So the recording will not be available. What's the relevance to reconciliation? Well, Adebola will attend to that. When is the exam expected to take place? I have explained. When is the exam expected to take place? That one is at your own discretion. If you are ready to sit for the exam today, can go and pay to ACCA, and that one will be £100. But if you are coming through ACCA Silicon, you first of all pay. If you are paying it this June, before the end of June, it's 117,000, and provided we are able to get up to 25 participants, provided we are able to get up to 25 participants, then we'll be able to remit that to ACCA, and as soon as we clear with ACCA, you are free to sit. It is not a question of diet or whatever. It is when after your payment and you receive the go-ahead from ACCA Silicon that you have successfully registered, then you are free to sit for the exam. How long is the training? The training is for 6 Saturdays. 6 Saturdays. That is exclusive of the Excel and other applications for those who think they require Excel training. As a current student member of ACCA, do I need to register? Registration means that you will have to pay for the exam. This is not the usual ACCA professional exam. This one is ACCA Data Analytics Program. So you need to register. Will the training be flexible? I don't know. I don't understand that one. It's for 6 Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. There's no flexibility in it once we start. Please, the amount again. The amount is 117,000, provided you pay this June. Once you meet June, by beginning of July, we are going to announce the rate for July. So if you have paid for June, if you are not able to get enough participants for June, if the rate changes in July, you are going to pay the difference. Is the exam fee included in the registration fee? Training fee is different from exam fee. Training fee is going to AJ Silicon. Exam fee is going to ACCA. Training fee of 125,000 if you fail before July 19 is going to AJ Silicon. That is different from exam fee or registration fee with ACCA for you to be able to sit for the exam. So I've exhausted the questions that are on the box. So please raise your hand if you have any further questions. Huh? Okay. Huh?
How much is it?
How much is it to register with AJ Silicon? I've just mentioned that 125,000 up to July 19, thereafter 150,000. As per Excel, can basic Excel level suffice? Basic Excel will not suffice, please. Advanced level is required. Please, what is the cost of the extra ledger for the exam? That one we have not determined. By the time we determine it, we'll let you know. What is the cost implication, and does the Excel class has flexible time? It cannot have flexible time. Once we schedule it, where you are going to see whether it complies with your program. It's only those who are able to come in for it. You know, we cannot be doing it on individual basis. It does not pay. Can the training payment be paid twice? No, it is once. How much is exact training? We don't know yet. How much is the cost of exact class? Is your class full practical that we can become guru in analytics? There will be the much that we can do theoretically. We try to simulate, but we cannot guarantee we cannot to become a guru. No, we don't tell lies. So please.
Sorry, sir, can I speak to that?
Okay, so let me finish with what is the course implication for the Excel? Are the questions multiple choice? The questions are multiple choice. Deborah will expatiate on that. Is the ACCA exam or ACCA data analysis exam? How much is the pre-exam learning? Anyway, um, does Adibola have those questions? Send them to her. Send them to her. So let me stop there. Let Adebola take over. Over to you.
Okay, sir. I saw that question. Is your class full practical that we can be guru in data analytics? So there's difference between data analysis and analytics. Analytics is more of explanation, is more theoretical, is more objective in terms of the how. It's just like saying financial accounting is more about accounting, calculations, and all of those things. So we already have the understanding of calculations as it were across board. But analytics is saying that all of these numbers that you already know how to calculate, what is the concept behind all of the figures? What is the concept behind ratio analysis? What's the concept behind any of the financial metrics that we may ever have, right? So that is what data analytics speaks to. Analysis is talking about the usage of the tools, how to use the tools. How do you do this? Recording, preparing, processing, preparation of your data, so many things. And there you have to be able to use all of the tools, which varies Microsoft Excel, SQL, Python, Power BI, Tableau, and the likes. That is analysis. Basic data analysis speaks to Microsoft Excel, SQL, that's structured query language, and Python for some people, and it could even be R, but R is not so popular like Python. So that is data analysis. In fact, let me just limit it to Excel and SQL, and then maybe a bit of Power BI, right? That is basic understanding of analysis, data analysis. But analytics is that as a professional, you understand the concept behind anything that you're doing, especially in your job role. So you cannot be a guru yes, you can be a guru with data analytics, but you may not be a guru with data analysis. And that is why we are emphasizing on the fact that you should have intermediate to advanced level of Excel so that you can, and also you must be committed to lifelong learning. The class is not enough. The 36 hours is not enough for you to be an expert in data analytics if you are not putting in the work, if you are not going back to research some of those things. The curriculum is very robust, right? So if you don't have solid background in data analysis, you would not want to approach the exam except you already have basic understanding. So I think I've been able to answer that question too.
Please, madam, check your WhatsApp. I copy some questions there for you.
Okay.
Okay, please raise your hand.
Okay. Okay, I can see the question. Can I take it now, or we take the hands raised so that their hands will not be paining them? We can do this afterwards. Sir, do I take the question sent to me? The question sent to me. Okay. Okay, so how much is it to register? I think that has been taken care of. As per Excel, can basic Excel level suffice? No, intermediate is much better. What is the cost of the extra lecture? I think he answered that already. We are here to determine. What's the cost implication, and does the class has flexible time? Excel class, it's not flexible. Whatever timetable we roll out is what we are going to be using. Can the training be paid twice? Okay, yeah, no. So I'm trying to, okay, so are the questions multi-choice? Yes, they are multi-choice, and you have to finish them within an hour. Is ACCA exams or ACCA data analytics? I mentioned this when I was talking that there is difference between the ACCA for accountants and data analytics. So there are two different things. And ACCA is so intentional by saying data analytics and not analysis, right? And that is why if you if you register and go through the course on their platform, you will see that it is more of theory. So you need to have an analytical and critical mindset, right? Or analytical skills for you to be able to grasp it. It's more of talking. It's more of explanation, rationale behind something. Why is this so? That is analysis. That is analytics. Analysis is what we do, right? Breaking down whatever it is. You want to get the cost of goods sold. You are now looking at so many things. That is analysis. So, and is it?
What number are you? What number are you?
I'm on number 31.
Okay.
Is it ACCA? Okay, I've answered that. How much is the? We don't have an answer. We don't have the amount yet for the exam, for the Excel training rather. 32, sir. I think the pre-assessment training should come before the payment so that applicants will know if they can take up the course or not. Well, if you know you are a basic user or you have limited knowledge of Excel, there is no need taking the pre-assessment because it will, well, I think we'll decide that. Allergy has the final say on that, or we'll still deliberate more concerning that. Then Allergy, the cost is not so clear. The £100 is for which one? So the £100 is the ACCA registration fee that helps you to take the exam. And AJ Silicon is saying that you enjoy 60% and 40% when you register with AJ Silicon. So instead of paying £100, you get to pay £60, which is at the prevailing exchange rates. And so we always give out the Naira value. And it is subject to so many other factors, right? So we always dictate that, okay, as of today, pay this amount of money. The last payment was 117. But it can change. And like I said, we started from 106. So I think that is clear. So it's for registration. The exam, the training fee is 125,000 early bird registration. When is the exact class starting? We don't know about that for now. So what is the 300K for? I think Alaji will answer that.
Nobody. I didn't mention 300,000. I didn't say 300,000. Where did the 300,000 come from?
Okay. Hello, sir. What is the nature of the exam? We mentioned that objective, multi-choice, and you get to see some fill in the gaps where you still have options to pick from. Then the last conversion I had was 150K. And does registration, no questions. And does registration for ACCA Data Analytics help in ACCA exam preparation and registration? This question is... Anyway, so what I deduce... Okay, sir.
Go on if you want to take it.
What I deduce from that is that the conversion
Wait, somebody is mentioning the 300,000 for MCPD. The 300,000 naira. The 300,000 naira. Sorry, the 300,000 naira is payment to ICANN to obtain MCPD credit hours for participants. That one does not concern you. Somebody asked whether we are going to give ICANN MCP for this orientation, and I said no, because we are not ready to pay 300,000 naira to bring this orientation to you. We are not ready to pay 300,000 naira to ICANN. But for the main program, all those that register for that main program, we are going to pay 300,000 naira to ICANN for you to get MCPE credit hours. And until the payment is made to ICANN, we cannot be sure of how many credit hours they will give. How much is the exam fee? We have said that severally. The exam fee is 117,000 naira for June. For July, it's going to be different. So if we're able to get up to 25 participants to register for June, then it's going to be 117,000. Otherwise, we are not able to get up to 25, then by July, whatever rate it is, we are going to pay for the difference. Please, issue of you can sit for you can do the training whether you can understand the program without having advanced knowledge of Excel. Issue of advanced knowledge of Excel comes up when you want to sit for the exam. So we are not going to be doing pre-assessment for the whole world. It is not feasible, it is not viable. We will do pre-assessment only for those that pay to attend our training classes. Those are the ones we are going to do pre-assessment of on Excel to, because the training, just like we have done before, is feasible, it is viable without advanced knowledge of Excel. You only need advanced knowledge of Excel before you sit for the exam, which we are ready to do the training on and for which we are going to charge extra. So, who is this first person that? So those who raise their hands, if your hand is at the top, please, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. No physical classes, it's virtual training. Oh yeah. The first person, second person.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Tokumbo, go
Good
ahead.
afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
afternoon.
So my name is Olai Tonale. Yeah, I want to ask, sir, the payment for the ACCA exam through ACCA Silicon and the payment for the training from ACCA Silicon, is it going to be the same time, or can we pay for because of the distance and the exchange for June? So can we pay that one first, then, and the grace date for the training is 19th of July. Then thereafter pay for the training. So that's what I want to ask them.
You don't have any business with us if you are not doing training with us. So your first post of call is to pay our training fee. That is when you have any basis of discussion about the exam fee.
So
I
can
hope
we
that
pay the
is
two
clear.
together then? Can we
You
pay the two together, sir?
can pay the two together, no problem.
Okay, so we need the account details.
The account details is in the presentation. Send the presentation to the platform now. You will send the presentation to the platform now, and also account details will be shared on the screen right away now.
She just left me.
With the breakdown of the fees.
Hello, sir. Tokumbo Fariji on the line.
Tokumbo, please.
Yes, sir. My son studied computer engineering, and he's into this data analysis. Can I introduce him? Can he do it?
Can you? Hello?
My son studied computer engineering.
Yeah.
And he's into this data analysis. So
Yeah.
can I introduce him?
Anybody can register for our training. It's not limited to accountants.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody can
That's right.
register for the training. We only discriminate when it comes to examination. You cannot just come to ACCA Silicon and say you want to pay for exam fee without being our student. You get the point?
That's right.
So
Okay.
anybody is free to talk to your friends. Come and do this ACCA. It's not for accountants alone. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, Daniel.
Yeah, yeah, yes. So, I know that more details as we go into the class, we'll get to know better. But I just want to find out. Maybe it has been said, but maybe I didn't listen to that. Is there areas of specialization when it comes to data analytics? Then the second question for those of us who are determined to also take the makeup exec class after payment, is it possible for us to start that even before we start the main class, that we were able to use the skill acquired in the process, not just for the exam? Thank you.
From experience, it is not feasible. Gathering enough people for the exam class is a problem. That is the truth of the matter. So we are not going to wait to do the exam class before the main program. We have scheduled a date. We are starting the main program. If we have enough people, why not? But experience has shown that it may not be feasible. Next person, Chigozie.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah,
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Gabriel.
Chigozie.
Yes, I'm talking, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Chigoza is talking.
Yeah.
I want to know when one has registered for the exam, you said the exam is individualized. Is it, where are we going to take the exam? Is it at my own comfort zone or at another?
Yes, it's at your comfort zone.
Okay, sir. Again,
It's
sir,
online. It is online. Yes.
then again, sir, can I pay for the training for now? Since the training, if I pay for the training, you say it's covered for 1 year before if I want to sit for the exam. Is it allowed?
Yes, that's the normal thing. You first of all pay for the training, you start your training, and by the time you are ready for the exam, the fee for the exam, you will pay the rate ruling at that time and join the batch that is available. And don't forget, it's 25 people at a go. Okay? Yes, next person. Gabriel.
Hello, sir. Gabriel on the line, sir.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good
I
afternoon.
really want to appreciate you for all the effort you have been putting to put us, we accountants that are coming behind through, and also to make sure that we excel in this profession. I really appreciate that. Now, my question is this. The orientation presentation is quite okay. I understand perfectly. It's okay for me. But is this training before the exam, is it going to be once and after this batch? That is all. Because I'm talking looking at my own now. I have known about this training now. I will have to plan, like putting in financial planning towards this. I don't have the
No
money that I
problem. There's going to be another batch. There's going to be another batch. Next
okay.
person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Next person. Next person.
Okay, good afternoon.
Yeah. Oliver.
Okay, all right, sir. It's Oliver. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, all. Thank you so much for this training. I've always received mails from you, and I think I should do everything possible best to participate in this one. Now, my question is, the 6 weeks training, 6 weekends training, if by chance or any event that someone misses 1 or 2 weekends, what happens? Would there be a makeup training, or the person would join the next batch to complete the number of weekends?
If you let us know in advance that on weekends, so, we will not be available, and you apply for a makeup class during the next batch, that one, there's no problem about it, provided we know in advance. Okay?
All right, sir. That's fine, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Good afternoon.
Next person.
Good afternoon, sir.
Sulaiman.
Good afternoon, sir.
Sulaiman.
Good afternoon, sir.
I recognize Sulaiman. Yes,
Good
please.
afternoon, sir. I'm Sulaiman, sir.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, sir, for
Yes,
the
go ahead.
introduction and sensitization. And we also appreciate your efforts for making us, bringing us to this level we are. Sir, can I know the cost of AJ Silicon training? So apart from the exam cost that has been mentioned, I was not there when they talk about the class training for the AJ Silicon. Hello, sir.
The class training is 125,000 between now and July 9th. The class training is 125,000 provided you pay before July 19. Thereafter,
Okay,
it
sir.
is 150,000 naira. That is the class
Okay.
training. Okay?
Okay, noted, sir.
But
Noted, sir.
for the exam fee, it's 117,000 for June. For July, it's going to change.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir. Okay,
Yes,
sir.
go
Please.
ahead.
My own is just
Go ahead.
an appeal, and I want to make an
madam.
appeal. Please, sir, for this training, I'm interested, but there should be a way if one misses a class that one will be able to access the recording maybe online on your website or portal or somehow. Not that you send to us personally via email, no, but there must be a way that we can access it. But there's no way we are not going to miss a class.
Thank you very much. We have not
Yes,
been
sir.
able to deploy that. We are trying to work on it, but for now, we don't record.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Good
Okay,
morning,
thank
sir.
you. Yeah, good
Good morning.
morning.
Yes, sir. Thank you for taking us through this. So my question is this: for like in conjunction with people that they've made, that in case you miss any lecture, then you let us realize that we need to send an appeal and email prior to the period, notifying you that we won't be available this day. And you have a way of rescheduling us. That one is taken. So in case I pay for exam, like I had the plan to write the exam in July, but something came up. I won't be able to attend the exam in July again. What can we do? Does it mean that will I forfeited the whole amount being paid, or I will hold on to the next probably by August? Fine, we know the exchange rate is not a stable thing. Maybe I will now need to add up in case there is a difference in the amount. Thank you.
I don't understand your question. What I have said is that after paying for the exam,
yes,
you have up to 1 year within which you can sit for the exam.
Okay, that means I got it right now.
But if you schedule a date,
okay,
that you are going to sit on so date to,
okay,
if you don't sit, you have two other opportunities. There are three opportunities to sit for the exam without making any extra payments. Okay? Please, there's a mistake in the account number that has been shown on the screen. We are going to provide the proper account number. Okay? That is good. Have you changed? We are going to display the proper account number.
Okay, good afternoon. Okay.
Although if you pay into that one by mistake, there's no problem. That is the account number for Caesar. We have a separate one for ACCA. Yes, Yewande.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. My question goes to Mrs. Adebola. She was explaining about the differences between data analytics and data analysis. I want to confirm that this data analysis, that data analytics that we are registering for, is that the only and the final exam from ACCA, or does ACCA has another exam for data analytics? Analysis rather. Thank you.
Mrs. Adebola.
Okay, so the issue is that ACCA do not have any other exam outside, at least for now, outside ACCA Data Analytics. I was only explaining the difference so that we would know that analytics is an advance of analysis. It's like the improved version. It's just like saying bookkeeping and accounting. Accountant is taking over from the bookkeeper. That is it. So for now, I don't think they have any intention. Well, we may not be able to tell. They could be planning something of such, but currently it is only analytics, and that is born out of the need for accountants to be more data-driven in their work process, as it were. I hope I've been able to answer your question.
Yes, thank you, ma.
Okay, we have some other questions. Most of them are repetitions on the chat box, but let me quickly. I saw that the exam fee covers 3 attempts online. Is that true? I think I mentioned that already. I said it covers 3 attempts. Is the exam a one-off exam, or is there like foundation, intermediate? It's a one-off exam. You sit it once and you pass, that's the end of the story. And that is a long difference between you and your friend. Please, can someone attend the training without a laptop? You need a laptop now. How can you be doing an IT program without laptop? You know. So I think you and they are spoken, Abi. So lower your hand. So the account details is now corrected. Please let us get it right. So any other person raising his hands? I think we have done justice to most of the.
I have a question, sir.
Yes.
My name is Abidemi. My question is on I know the data analysis training starts by July 26th, but if we are to have the exact training, when are we planning to start? Because I believe it should be done before the data analytics training. Thank you, sir.
I've explained that it's not likely feasible for us to have enough people for the exact class. We have some people that are waiting. If we have enough people, during the week, we will roll out our charges for the exact training. If we have enough participants, we are going to go ahead with it, but we are not changing the date for the main program, which is July 26. The exact training is going to be minimum of 4 weekends. So we let you have details. So if you are interested, just pray. If we have enough participants, we add it to those that we have already, and we will go ahead. Okay?
Okay.
So next person.
Good afternoon.
Next person.
Can you hear me?
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes. So I have 2 questions, please. The first one is about where you can sit for the exams for the actual ACCA data analytics.
It's online. It's online.
Yeah.
Online.
Anywhere you are, you don't have to go to a
Anywhere
particular
you are.
center. All right.
No.
Then Yeah. Then the second one is about the breaks during the 6 weeks, 6 weekends. It will mean that there will be timing, prayer times in between. So will the breaks be able to help us meet up with prayers and come back to join?
Yes.
Thank you.
Next question.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So thank you for the orientation once again. So, sir, my question is this. I understand that the tutorials will talk on what practical hands-on experiences on the analytical tools. So with the ACCA examination tests, is it set to test those practical tools? Are we going to have maybe projects that will be tested in the exams? Thank you, sir.
The exam is between 1 and 2 hours. So there's no project or whatever. Okay?
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Next question. Okay, next question.
Yes, sir. Please. Yes, sir. Please. What are the timetable for lectures, please? To help me to
Saturdays from 11 o'clock till 5 p.m. 6 Saturdays.
6 Saturdays. Okay.
Yeah. Next person. Next person. No.
Sir, can I ask just one more?
Yes. Yes, please.
26 will actually not favor me. It means I have to miss that whole day because I have exam that day.
Yeah, sorry. There are materials that you can read up, and like I've explained before, if we know in advance that you are missing a particular class in this batch, when we start another batch, you can do a makeup class. Next question.
Okay, I want to find out, sir.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hello, sir. Okay, I want to find. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Hello. Okay, I want to find out. Did you say we are going to get two certificates?
Very, very well.
Okay, did you say we are going to get 2 certificates at the end of the exam? ACCA,
yes,
ACCA and the analytical certificate as well.
AJ Silicon, we give you set of attendance.
Okay.
That you have attended ACCA Data Analytics program in AJ Silicon. We're going to give you e-certificates. You can show, so you can have it, even if you don't see it for the exam. At least if you are doing interview, you are better off than somebody who cannot provide evidence that he has done such a training before. And before AJ Silicon will give you such a certificate, they know that you have really attended program, and your employer will see that you don't necessarily have done the exam, but attended that program. It makes a lot of difference, isn't it?
Yes, it does.
Next person.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Next person.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hidayat.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah,
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the opportunity given us on this program, sir. Please, the payment for the examination of 117,000. Since you said the payment will lapse in at the end of this month, can we first make that payment before the training payment, sir? That's what I want to know. Since the training payment,
you don't have any business with us if you have not. You don't have any business with us if you have not registered for our training.
It's because of the dates involved, sir. That's why I'm saying this.
Sure, you hear me. You don't
Yes,
have
sir.
any business with ACCA Silicon if
That
you have
means we
not
need,
registered for our training.
that means we need to make the payments as well before the end of June for the training, as well
You
as
can
the.
pay. It's not compulsory that you make the payments at the same time now.
Just to have the benefits of that, the rate involved. That's why.
We are not entertaining people who do not register for our training. Abby? Next person.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much, sir, for the opportunity. Sir, please, mine is more of an appeal than a question in agreement to what Mrs. Adeboye said. Sir, please, can the pre-test for the Excel not be only for those that have registered? Even if there is going to be a little fee attached, let it be before you register. So that, because a lot of persons that may go to pick intermediate might actually be basic, and then they have paid for the exam, and then they later go and take the exams, and then they notice that they don't stand a chance of passing the exams. So they will now have to come back. Something that they must have probably during the pre-test, they will know that, okay, from here, move to the Excel class. They can proceed to pay for an Excel class first before they proceed to pay for the exam. Thank you very much, sir.
I have already said that if by tomorrow morning we have enough people that to register for the Excel class, we are going to run it. We have people already waiting from the previous batch, but we don't have enough people. Next person.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir. So I
Good
want to
afternoon.
ask when will be the next batch after this for some of us that will not be able to meet up with this batch, so that we can plan ahead for the next batch, sir.
This batch is for 6 weekends, beginning from July 26. 6 weekends from July 26. So after completing that, within a few weeks, we are going to start another batch. Any other question?
Hello, sir.
Yes, Olutoyin.
Yes, please. Thank you for the opportunity, sir. My question is about probable analytical tools we'll be looking into in the course of the training. So can we have an idea of what we'll be looking into in terms of analytical tools? Thank you, sir.
Debola.
Well, okay, so if I get your questions correctly, we will be looking at data analysis tools generally, and that is Excel. But like we said, it's not going to be in deep detail, because by the time you register for the program with ACCA and you go through their course content, you will realize that they just mention it because they believe that you should have understanding. So it's going to be basically Microsoft Excel, at least to intermediate or advanced level. Then that's the use of formulas, data visualization tools, goal seek, all those functions and formulas in Excel. Then SQL, basic understanding to intermediate, not something so serious, but something that can help you to analyze, right? Then also Python, basic understanding of Python. Power BI, you must have at least intermediate knowledge. Then now for you to sit and pass the exam. Then what else? Power BI, Excel, SQL, Python. Then some bits of statistical tools. We are just going to be mentioning them for you. But if you have to use them maybe for your job role, you may now want to learn it and learn it well, right? So we're just introducing
the tools to you, and also letting you know how to use them, or what avenues or scenarios that you'll be deploying them for use. So that's basically it.
Thank you, ma'am.
We'll take 2 more questions and we are gone. Okay. So, who else? Suleiman, I think you have asked your question. Lower your hand. Except you have another question. Any other person waiting?
No, yes, I'm fine.
Okay, okay. So please, the earlier the better. If you have made up your mind, pay for the training. We'll give you materials that you can start reading between now and the commencement of the exam. And like we have said, lack of adequate training on use of Excel does not disturb your commencement of the training. It only matters by the time you want to sit for the exam. You know, this training takes 6 weekends. So it's all over to you. To make up your mind, you want to go international. What does it take? Like I told you, it is doable. That you pass your ICANN exam means that you are a possible candidate to acquire this certification. What's the question?
Can I always stand down and wait for the next batch because of my time to be for somehow?
Can you register now? Can you register for the training? Can you pay for the training? Is that what you mean? You know. So you can pay for your training, there's no problem. So, I think the time is fast spent. We want to thank you sincerely. Let's, in 5 minutes, please, Mr. Ibidapo, please, can you have a word of advice, share experience with our participants?
Thank you, sir. Good evening to you all. Just like my colleague Debola has told you earlier today, 1, you have to be determined to pass or do well in the exam. When despite years of experience as database administrator and data analytics, facilitating it, when I wanted to write this exam, I was encouraged by Dr. Razak. And when I put in effort, what I was even thinking is going to take a longer time, within short time, I was able to pass the exam. It is achievable. Maybe by my personality, I always believe whatever I put my hands on, I can do it, I can achieve it. And I always believe that for as many people. All you need is your determination, your resilience, your focus to do it and to achieve it. And I want to tell you, either ACCA Data Analytics or the Data Science Data Analytics, the world is waiting for people to do analysis on their data. There are a lot of data sitting idle in your office. There are a lot of data sitting idle around you that corporate body are not interpreting properly. So they are waiting for you. In Nigeria, we are in short of it. So put your hands together, determined to be excelled in it, and success will be yours. Thanks and welcome on board in ACCA Silicon.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mrs. Adebola Odeyemi, any passing shot?
Okay, I think all has been said, and I just want to encourage us as finance professionals to be committed to learning and intentional learning. So not just learning to get the certificate. Get the certificate and let the certificate reflect in your job, in your interactions among professionals, and even in your sphere of industry. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for attending this program. We are not taking it for granted. We appreciate that for several hours, some of us are still very much around. We want to thank you very, very much. And please be assured that we do our best to ensure that all those who register with us are able to skate through. Don't allow Excel to delay. You can start your training. By the time it is only you're attempting the exam that your knowledge, the training is not all about, the exam is not all about Excel. So there's a lot aside from Excel in the program. I'm just saying that to be able to pass, you need good knowledge of Excel. So make up your mind that you need very good knowledge of Excel to be able to pass it. So take advantage of the early bird, and as soon as you pay, we have access to some materials with which you can start preparing. The overall objective is that you want to move from your current state to the international level. You have global certifications. That is what will take you from being a permanent complainant about government. Government has not done this for me. Government has not done this for government. Yet, your colleagues are smiling in dollars, either remotely or the japa. So, the highly skilled people that japa, they are making it big. So, join the crop of people that are highly skilled, please. Wish you good luck and thank you sincerely. God bless you. So on this note, the program is being brought to an end. You are free to call the office if you still have questions to ask. Okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you. And bye. We have received
Thank you,
mails
Alaji.
and
Thank you
text
so much.
messages and all that from us. Yeah, our numbers
Thank
are
you, sir.
there.
Goodbye, sir.
Bank
Thank you.
details on slide the course, send the, can you see, slide in the can.
Ó possible now tó bá pè yẹn. Wọ́n ṣe SMS ò ní lọ. Network ni ó ń ṣe gbogbo yẹn. SMS is máa gbọ́. It's just a normal thing for them.